So I'm Dom, Mike's holding the camera, and we've seen it done somewhat to some extent. People have tried to document the different routes in the city, but we thought it would be cool to make it to where like every bomb that we know is documented, and the routes and the ways that we do it, so that anybody can do it, because these routes are fucking dope, and if we're all burnt out at some point and can't do them anymore, somebody should be bumping these routes, so we want to make sure there's like a record. And that's like all we cared about in life, you know, for like hella years, is just finding new routes and stuff like that. So we've got plenty to share. So here we are, we're starting at the top. This is Twin Peaks. We kind of blew it. We forgot to film on the way up. Forgot to film the process to get here, but I think it's well documented enough on the internet that people know how to get to Twin Peaks. You know, you take the 37 bus, it drops you off over yonder, and you walk up the stairs up the side of the mountain, and you get a nice view here all the way down to downtown, Potrero Hill over here, etc. But in any case, what we're gonna do today, we're gonna do a classic route. We're gonna do backside Twin Peaks. So there's two ways you can go with Twin Peaks. You can go backside, which is you can kind of see the cars going down the bend, maybe around the corner.
Yeah.
And then you got front side. You can't see it because the mountain's blocking it, but front side is that way. But front side is considered faster.
Yeah.
Backside is a little slower, but way more vibey. There's more turns, which makes it more based.
Nice view.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna do backside today because we're going towards the sunset. We're doing a route called Back 9. And yeah, well, I guess we'll get into it more when we get to the next stopping point. So you'll see some bombing footy, and then we'll get to the bottom and show you, you know, where we go after that. So yeah.
Fog's rolling in. Oh yeah. The usual backside pattern. All that fog coming in from the sunset. Coming in from Ocean Beach, which is the direction we're headed. See y'all at the bottom. What it do? It's Mike with Dom. We just finished up Twin Peaks right over here, the backside way we were telling you all about, the kind of slightly more chill, vibey one. A little wet, not too many cars, really nice speeds. And right here at the bottom, it kind of gets to the fastest part, and you're gonna want to just make a right turn through that kind of tan beige section, kind of clear it through, make it through this uphill to get to the next part of Acid Lake, which is, as you can see on the street side panorama. That's where you started up. Little ollie thing there, potential into a nice little hill bomb to Olympia. Yeah, see y'all at the bottom. just want to clarify, pretty much the way that I'm talking about here, where you make that right turn, it's not the traditional way you do full backside peaks. Full backside peaks just keep on cooking down. You're able to kind of maintain your speed a bit more, and there's a nice little leveling field where you can kind of make a left turn, flatten out, a little chiller. Right here, you're kind of making a steep turn, so what you're not going to want to do is come at it full speed into this turn. You're going to want to kind of carve it out the way that you saw we were doing, going left and right, using the opposite lane when safe, and kind of just make it through here. That way you don't come blasting.
Good. All right, so you walked up Panorama after that. You get to this point, you'll see this post, and then you're going to see the cross street long view with the Panorama. Okay, so then from there, this is where the bomb starts. This is where the bomb starts. This bit of Panorama goes straight down, and we're gonna make a left in about 4 blocks. And what's the street, Mike, that we turn left on?
Olympia.
And we turn left on Olympia.
Pretty much the bottom of this street, it starts going into an uphill. You're gonna wanna make either the left at the uphill or just go up the uphill to kill your speed.
Yeah, and you'll see what we mean when we get closer. There's kind of like you can challenge yourself to try to make the left, which we're gonna try to do. But worst case scenario, if you see there's a bunch of cars, always be safe and just take the street, up the street, get off your board, turn back around. It's totally fine, you know. Goal is always to make it down, so that's what we're worried about. But yeah, what's nice about Panorama, we start off with a nice little ollie, which you'll get to see right here. We're gonna snap a little quick one and then see what we can get to. All right.
Beautiful. All right, y'all. Want to give you guys a little bit of context about Acid Lake, the one that we're about to do on Panorama and Olympia. A little bit steeper than Backside Peaks. It's going to be a bit of a step up, especially with the repave that they just did on it. Fully smooth ground. You're definitely, if you're going to want to take that courageous leap and kind of make that left turn, you're going to want to be comfortable with going fast speeds and making turns like that. Maybe power sliding or foot braking at will. If not, you'll be able to kind of clear it up the uphill. You'll be going like 20 to 25 maximum, I would say, until you make it to Olympia. If you make the turn, you might crack a 30 for a second or two, but you level out into Clarendon. It should be more or less mellow. As long as you're aware, it's going to be more of an awareness than Backside Peaks, where you're going to have to kind of watch out for cars at intersections, but otherwise you should be able to handle it with the right awareness. Final left on Clarendon.
Final left on Clarendon, good call. And we got lucky, we got pretty blessed.
Yeah.
Now we're going to try to hook this right down Laguna Honda. That's the street you want. You're going to hook this right, and we're going to get to look at the Acid Lake as we pass by. Acid Lake is called Acid Lake because of Pablo. Pablo's car, you can see the shine in the water like it was free acid. So, Acid Lake. And yeah, let's get it. Woo!
Yeah.
So, we jammed down what started as Laguna Honda turned into 7th.
Yep.
We jammed down that until we saw Lawton. And then, now we're coming up Lawton, and we're gonna go to 10th, 9th.
Yeah. Either or, honestly. But 9th is a little bit rougher, so you're gonna want to watch out for the cracks. But if you watch out for the cracks, it's more or less gonna be safer, I think.
Sick.
That's why we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We going to Green Market?
We're going to Green Market. There's a nice little in between on Kirkham 9th. Green Market. I don't know the name.
We just call it Green Market, and you can guess that it's in fact green.
Exactly. But now we're officially in the Sunset District, so welcome. This is where we'll be spending most of our series, honestly. Most of the hills are out here.
It's true.
Let's go find them.
Here you go. Oh, we're lucky, dude.
Wow.
An opening in the spot. Very rare. Normally cars are parked, but not today.
Must be inspected when found opportune.
See that bank? That sucker's dope. And what we're gonna do here is a little ollie in. Mike's, you ready to do it?
Me?
Yeah, you know I need that.
I'll see if I've never ollied in, I'm gonna be honest.
That's why we're doing it for the people. For the people today.
Okay, we'll see.
I know you got this shit. Big Mike's. Taking you guys with me on the plunge. And our boy nailed it. Welcome to Green Market.
Let's see what the selections are.
Yeah, so we're here. Green Market, a lovely establishment. How you doing?
Hey man, how's it going?
They used to have a falafel, John. Oh, here we go. Yeah, falafel spicy hummus.
Back home wrap.
Fun fact, he sold the company, the rights to it, the guy Joseph, and he still has a grocery store on 21st in Valencia called Valencia Whole Foods, which existed before Whole Foods, so they're allowed to be called that.
Wow.
So if you're ever in the Mission and you want to spend some money, the nice guy, go there too.
Yep.
But anyway. Yes, sir. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. My boy looked out.
Yeah, so basically, finish Acid Lake Run, walk up that little hill, get that ollie in when you can on the bank, cut right on 9th, make it to Kirkham, get to that Green Market, Roxy. That's the name, Roxy Market and Deli. For all you fans. Get some water, and then pull up to this bus stop. This is the one that's going to take us to the next journey.
Yep, 2 minutes to the 6th.
Gets us to Quintara and 14th. We're not taking it all the way. We're taking it to Quintara and 12th Avenue to be specific. Getting right off and pushing through the neighborhoods off of Cragmont to get to back 9's the hilltop. The actual park is called Golden Gate Heights Park. I believe so. We'll double check when we get there. We'll let y'all know.
Oh yeah. That's us. That's our cue.
Cragmont.
So, you might not be able to hear me with the wind.
And the fucking construction power
We're
line.
here at Quintara and Cragmont. Quintara and Cragmont. So that's where you get off. Bus stop 6, that's where you get off. And we're gonna go down this way, down Cragmont.
Alright, y'all. Here we are at Cragmont and 12th Avenue. That's where you're going to want to kind of push over to after getting off the bus. You can see peaks all the way in the distance. That's where we came from. Sight to see, make you wonder, but what do you know? The park's called Golden Gate Heights Park. Noggin doesn't fail you.
These are the stairs.
We be posting here on a casual tip whenever we don't want to, trek the mission. If it's like a windy day, bad day. Sometimes you don't want to walk all the way to the beach, that we call it. But, today, since y'all are here, we'll just take you on up. We'll show you the vibes.
So we do a fake out. You think we're going to bomb it? Let's just go this way. Yeah, it's like more simple for people. Let me just go up this. Boom. Don't even bomb.
I'm so good.
Oh, sick dog.
That's what I get for flexing my brain knowledge.
Yeah.
Body just stops working.
But brain beats brawn.
That's a good point.
Just.
Beautiful forest. Catches a lot of fog, so all the plants are super nicely moistured.
Oh, I thought it was a fucking bird. I got so hyped. It's just a fluttering leaf. Alright, we're here. We're gonna make this little right. Beware. It's gonna be slippery. I might eat shit.
Oh yeah, this actually looks awful today.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Gravity wants to take
I'm already slipping.
the key is to make small pumping movements.
Also, keep your shoulders forward. Oh gosh, it is so gross today. If we weren't doing this for the video, we would not be doing this at all. I will just tell y'all that now.
You gotta do this on drier days.
Yes. Highly recommend only doing it on drier days. Highly do not recommend doing what we're doing.
Oh, dude, I could wash it. Whatever.
Your pants? Alright, y'all. We went down that stupid, wet dirt, but we made it here. This is the beach. The beach of Back Nines, Golden Gate Heights Park. Chill spot before the route. Look at that view. Can't beat that view. It's a little windy, won't deny it, but that's comes with the territory of the sunset. Usually people come here, smoke their bibs before cruising on down into the hills. You can so basically you can start this route, end up in the sunset if you take a left, cruise down this line, and the one street you can actually see from this view is Quintara. You're gonna end up there, and you can cook it all the way down to Ocean Beach if you please. The other way that we would take is the traditional way, where you just keep going right down this way and you end back up pretty much where we started, at the Green Market. Pretty sick. Alright, so we just finished hanging out up here at Back Nines. It's getting a little windy, so we want to head down. Usually we would just kind of turn right around and go back up, but because of all the trees and then the fog, it's super moist, wet. We don't want to deal with that with the shoes, about to skate, so we're gonna go down this way. Gets us to the bottom of the first section of Back Nines, the first hill, but we're okay with skipping it today because it's not the meat of Back Nines. We'll still take you guys down the juicy parts right here. Alright, y'all, we made it to the bottom of that little hill. We're at Rockridge and Radio. Now, we're going to be going down Back Nines, so I'll just give you all a quick breakdown of why it's called Back Nines. We're on Golden Gate Heights Park, which is kind of on the backside of 9th Avenue. It got named that way because you start on the full back end of it, and then you kind of cut around. You can either shoot down to Quintara's Mega Ramp, which is fully on the backside of 9th Avenue, or you can go the entire long way around the traditional way of backside 9th and end up on actually 9th Avenue once again at the end of the route. Kind of has a full circle thing. It's a lot steeper than Backside Peaks, I will say. So Backside Peaks, we started y'all off with a bit of an intro, mellow hill, vibey. This one's more for someone that is pretty comfortable with foot braking at will, power sliding at will, and holding on to speeds of 20 to 30 miles an hour maybe, depending on the day.
Alright, so like we were saying earlier, it's shitty out, it's gross, so the mountain itself is super muddy. So we didn't want to walk back through, which meant that we cut through the park and basically eliminated most of this bomb. But normally we would come from the top up there. If you see that gray building on the top right, that's the building where we start the bomb at, and we come down this way. all the way down. I guess this is radio at this point, right?
Yep.
Come down radio, and then you make this right. And this right, you know, it's funny because it's the first bump of the thing, and don't be discouraged because it is really scary. I think a lot of people agree that do this route all the time. This one can be the most harebrained one because if you notice, there's cars parked on both sides. It's kind of a skinny street. And then a lot of times if you get a car...
Cracks everywhere, too.
Yeah, the ground is really, really bad. You're coming around this corner, it's a blind bend. And so you're seeing, you might not see the car coming around at you. And then you might have a car on your back. So it can get kind of sketchy. So yeah, don't be intimidated off this first one. It's honestly, I'd say one of the most difficult ones of the whole route. If you can handle this, you'll be fine. And you're gonna have a lot more real estate to play with. So,
we'll pretty much start right here and kind of show y'all it goes through the ups and downs of back nines.
This is why.
Yeah.
This is. Of why you got to be on your P's and Q's throughout all of back nines, because as you can see, that car was almost taking up the entire intersection. Luckily it was already done with his 3-point turn that he was making, but that could be spicy. So what you need to be doing is paying attention. You're coming into a 3 intersection situation right here. 3 different cars could be approaching, so make sure that you're on your toes and ready to slide out to your butt. Just keep it smart.
We're coming down exactly where this car came from. That's a pretty hectic turnaround into this this 2-way street, actually. That's this skinny.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, true.
If you see people with trees that fell over, pick them up.
It's about the little
I don't
things.
think it's gonna fix much. How would we fix it? If the wind is blowing this way, let's use the chair itself.
Yeah. Put it on some flat ground.
Hopefully that keeps it up.
Yeah, in some capacity.
49.98 is that plan. Alright, so come down through that little alley street, the skinny one. After you do that, kick her down. And now we're on 14th and Ortega. We're gonna go down 14th, and this is the part that we call the wall. We call this part wall for a pretty obvious reason. There's a large wall going through the middle of the street. You'll see it in a second once we start going. But it makes this crazy wind tunnel vibe, which is insane. And this is the part where it's like mentally difficult, but you just gotta trust that everything's gonna be okay. It is pretty fast, I would say. So yeah, we're thinking like maybe 25. If you're blasting with the wind against you, maybe 20, even 15 if the wind's really against you.
Yeah, exactly.
But in this case, I think today we're probably going to be 15 to 20.
It's kind of pushing us down.
Yeah, it's kind of pushing us down. We could get spicy and maybe hit a 25er.
Yeah.
But and today we're going to do, or at least in this moment, we're going to do traditional back nines, because there are a couple different ways that our friends like to do them. So, but yeah, traditional back nines is going down.
At least for now.
We're doing the wall, straight shot, keep it blasting through. So that's what we're going to do now. So.
right, y'all. We made it back down to the bottom here, 9th and fucking Lawton. They used to fit back at 9th. We're gonna switch up the vibe today. Not go down the other back 9s ones. We'll save that one for a potential collab in the future. For now, we're just gonna hop on 44. Should take us back to top of or bottom of Backside Peaks, and then from there we're gonna take it to the mission.
All right, so we got off the 44 bus. We got off right there,
O'Shaughnessy and Portola.
Right in front of the town, aka
The tower.
the tower, aka the Molly Stones.
And Twin Peaks gas
Twin Peaks
station.
gas station. We're here at Twin Peaks and Portola. Twin Peaks and Portola right here. We're gonna go down Portola. We call this Sidewalks. Okay, and you're gonna see why, because there's a lot of sidewalk on it.
Yeah.
So. Portola and Sunview. We keep going up Portola. This is the part you gotta walk. And you're about to see where the actual sidewalk bombs actually begins. That's just kind of to get you from the mouth of Twin Peaks, typically, in our case, the 44 bus, straight down to Sidewalks where we're headed. So here we are, Burnett and Portola right here. This is where the bomb, this is where proper Sidewalks begins, just over yonder, down this right here, next to these apartments, these gray buildings. You're gonna just hug the sidewalk. The deal is with this is that we take a street that shoots off from the sidewalk. It's inaccessible from the road where the cars are. So that's why it's imperative you're actually on the sidewalk while you're bombing it, so that you can make that left, and you're gonna see that in just a minute. But this is actually one of my favorite bombs in the city. Just really vibey. There's a lot of little tiny driveway ollies you can make, and it's just always fun when you can bomb. Yeah, exactly, the sound. It's always fun when you can bomb sidewalks, but yeah, here we go.
Yep.
So we're here. We went from Market Street, well, Portola turned to Market, turned to Corvette with that left, and now we're here. We're going to stop right here, and we're going to go down this little pathway. We're going to go down this thing right here. Yeah, this is a crazy route, obviously. And we don't bomb it. We used to jokingly try to like slide down as much as we could.
Yeah.
But our homie one time with a water bottle as like a hand, like a I don't even know what to call it, like a hockey puck type vibe where he's like sliding on his hand. He made it down.
Using the resistance.
Which is pretty awesome. That's our boy Harry. Shout out to Harry.
Shout out Harry.
But yeah, so I'm not gonna do it because I just can't be fucking bothered to do that right now.
Yeah.
But imagine, you know what I mean? We just walk down this bitch. Okay, so here we are. This is the bridge. After you go down that little pathway, it spits you out here. So now we're gonna do what's called Swirlies. So as you can see, sort of like a circular, cylindrical, spiral sort of route. We're gonna go down like this. It's a constant right turn. So if you're regular footed, it's a backside turn. If you're goofy, it's front side. And there's probably 4 levels, I think. And then it spits you out onto this street called Grandview, which is we'll talk about more when we get to the bottom, but basically a straight shot street where at the end there's kind of like an uphill that meets your downhill, so you can kind of absorb all your speed, and basically it's a chance to go as fast as you can without having to worry about sliding, which is really nice. But in regards of the swirlies, in terms of speed, it's pretty slow. It's just actually kind of difficult sometimes to make that right turn. So our word of advice is always just stay as close to the inside as you can. If you stay tight on the inside, you'll continue to make the turn, and keep just aiming that shoulder to the right. So yeah, you'll see a little bit of the turns now, and here we go.
Nope.
So you make it down, as you can see, a lot of speed checks, but that's just whatever, you know. At the end of the day, we always just want to make it down. So we're here. This is Grandview now. Grandview and I guess technically Elizabeth, but a little bit up from there. And you're just going to take Grandview all the way down past 23rd, past all these streets, and it's going to be where there's a natural, like I said, uphill. So we're going downhill slowly, and then we get met with this giant hill going up, which is going to take all our speed. We're going to be able to kind of blast our way down. So
no cracks to worry about. No,
except for that one.
That's true.
So
one
there is
crack.
one. I don't know if we'll be able to show it. We'll be going kind of fast at that point, but it's like right towards the last little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, so here we go. Grandview, classic.
Here.
Yeah, so that's Grandview. As you can see, this hill sort of absorbs all your speed.
Yeah, and honestly, going down, no crack check. I have to say.
I saw the one that I tried to point at.
I saw it, but it was a lot smaller. It was a lot smaller than it used to be.
It's like a circle.
Yeah.
It's like a little circle about that big.
Yeah. I think I caught you pointing.
I have seen people get shit rocked by that
Real.
before. For sure.
Real. Okay.
But also there's a ledge and a wall ride here. I guess I'll do a real quick wall ride.
Yeah.
When we get down there.
Let's get it. Yep. Alright, y'all. We finished skating this little kind of like mini half pipe area with the bank and the ledge. Dom got a couple wall rides. Now we're about to head down to Eureka. That's the next route we're going to be hitting. Right now we're on 21st and Worth. But we're going to be taking 21st down, and then right at the bottom of 21st, it's kind of just like a left-right turn. You make a left onto Eureka, and then a little three-stacker of a hill, a couple speed bumps. Yeah, you guys will see. Yeah, Eureka, definitely a fast one, but short one, comparatively to some of the other ones we've done. Steep, straight, 2 or 3 intersections, and then it flattens out at the bottom, which is pretty nice, right before the big intersection where you make the right turn. It is not a beginner's hill, I would say. Definitely do this one if you are feeling froggy, but just be aware. Last bit of context I'm gonna add, right at the bottom here of 21st, when we bomb down it, at that left-right, when we make the left, it's a stop sign for us, not a stop sign for the other cars. Residential neighborhoods, so they're only gonna be going 20, 25 miles an hour, but really be safe about that. Too many close calls over there. Really be prepared to stop or change your direction right up here at the end of these 2 blocks. This is Eureka right here.
I think that's it. See you at the bottom, buddy. Made that right on 18th. Now we're taking 18. You see the tears. That's how you know we were going fast, facing our fears. Don't hit the car and make it through the intersection. Traditional ollie. Every time you pass by here, you gotta do an ollie over this little thing. It's just part of it. Completed your journey. You've gone back to the mission after where you started. The mission to Peaks, to back, well, to Acid Lake, to back nines, to 44, to Sidewalks, to Swirlies, to Eureka,
Grandview,
to Eureka, to 18th, all the way back down to the mission. The whole day's work completed in just a couple hours.
We got to see more of the city than most do.
You know.